Hey guys, Jason and Andrew here, back with another Duel Masters Plays Anniversary Poll. So this poll covers the results of the Duel Masters Plays Year 2 survey, and I believe that covers sets 8 to 14, 15, somewhere in that ballpark. This is very embarrassing. I should have prepared properly for the video. But I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments. So unlike the previous video we did in this little series, this is only a top 10 list. We don't have results for the top 20 or top 30. All right, without further ado, let's get into the list. Coming in at number 10, we have got Destruction Dragon God, aka Heavy Metal. So
okay, I did not expect. I guess he was good though. So yeah.
I guess these lists are usually based on what's good, right?
Yeah,
that's kind of my takeaway from that.
But he's no Gecky Mitts.
He is no Gecky Mitts. As we will see later. Spoiler alert. Heavy Metal is no Gecky Mitts. Yeah, I hated this dude.
He made that 13 mana, I forgot what it's called now. That 13 mana spell like actually playable, not a meme.
Oh, all in. No, not all in. Yeah. Violence Fusion. That's right.
A Violence Fusion. Yeah, there we go.
That's the card. Yeah. I guess like if you wanted control to be good, then you could just make some good stuff pile and you chuck in like 2 to 4 copies of Heavy Metal and then you got yourself a deck. I also remember being very disillusioned with the game at around this point in time, because I think at around like somewhere between sets, maybe like 9 to 10, control decks were the meta. You know, it's like the King, the Queen, and the Jick, and then like this dude. That was the worst.
Yeah, that was not good.
Yeah. But anyway, to restore our faith in humanity, coming in at number 9, we have got Ball Panther, Phantom Beast, Dragon Machine. Okay. So, this is the only dream mate to be on any of these top 10 lists. So, yeah, kind of a spoiler. But, you know, Ball Panther pretty good.
Yeah, Ball Panther was so good.
After Pixar Scarab got nerfed, you know, we were so sad. It's like, who will Panda call upon now? And lo and behold, Ball Panther was keen for the job.
And you would only just play 4 Ball Panther and no other 5.
Yeah.
This is just that good.
Yeah. And it was so funny because there were some sad decks that played Ball Panther.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Dragon. Yeah, it's Dragon as well.
Oh, that was wild. Oh, so there we go. Ball Panther, you love to see it. And previously released as a DMP exclusive card, Ball Panther now also has a physical printing. So there you go. You love to see it.
All right.
All right. Next, coming in at number 8, we have, I had to write his name down because I don't know it, Balgar Rizer, the Dragonic Meteor. So I remember we used this as a stand-in in some of our Shang-Chi lists. I think it's like when it attacks, you look at the top card of your deck, and if it's a dragon, you cheat it in.
Yep.
Something to that effect.
This was pretty surprising, actually. I don't think this guy was that good.
Yeah.
But maybe he's just cool.
Yeah, look at
cool factor.
I mean, he's a dragon and he's holding a sword.
Yeah, if you're a dragon, that already gives you like 20 points.
Yeah. I'll tell you this, Andrew. He lives up to his race of armored dragon because he is decked out in armor. Like, he's ready for a fight.
Oh my gosh, that actually kind of blew my mind. So that's what it means, because they're all armored.
Yeah. Like, if you think about like Balshak and Balmedius, they're like wearing stuff, you know?
Yeah. And then the volcano dragons are not wearing things.
Yeah, they're naked. Because they live in the volcanoes, and then the heat from the magma and the lava would probably just melt their armor, right?
It's too hot in there.
So I've run out of things to say about Balgar Rizer because honestly, we didn't use him that much. So moving on. Number 7, we have a Romanov. And
Oh man.
this is the original Romanov. Romanov the First, Lord of the Demonic Eye.
Literally the first.
I wonder if he was...
He
Sorry,
was
you go.
not that good. He wasn't that. Okay, maybe that deck was alright. It was probably like tier 2, but like, wasn't that deck that had the combo? And
Yeah.
just like loop it.
Yeah, like you get that spell in the graveyard, and then he attacks, and then he plays the spell, and he gets like another copy of himself.
Yeah.
Super obnoxious. This guy was... I remember that deck like severely underperformed relative to our expectations, because I remember you were like, Jason, this is the best deck ever. And like it didn't work when we tried to do the first recording.
No,
that was...
I mean, it was also partially like I don't know how to play that deck. It was a bit too complicated for my brain.
And this was also before the translations, before MF Zoro came in to save us.
Yeah.
But this dude was around for a while because, yeah, he was like, it was like a tier 2 deck, I think, at the time it came out. And then I think later on, people started playing it with that cross gear, the dragon cross gear that gave speed attacker.
Yeah. They made me play it with that dragon cross gear.
Yeah. So that was pretty weird. But speaking of bad, we have Captain Zagon. So Zagon makes an appearance on this list for the second time in a row. This is pretty wild.
Oh my god! But he's not number 1 though.
Yeah, he is not number 1.
Man, imagine if he was number 1 and he had to make another card based.
The DM devs would just be like so done. They would make it completely unplayable so Zagon could finally like rest.
But isn't that the whole point of Zagon, that it's completely unplayable?
That just blew my mind. Okay, I don't know how good you think this guy is. I'll get your thoughts on that in just a bit.
Well, this guy's actually like
he's like semi-playable.
I mean, he's not playable, but he's at least like fun.
I think he's semi-playable. No?
Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe like Kamigame tier 4.
What tier 4? All right, so but with the 1 tier variants, most likely Kamigame tier 3.
No, I don't know about that.
I think this was like, I don't know, maybe we just got really lucky during that run. But I just think he's like not that bad. I don't know.
I think we got pretty lucky.
Okay, all right, fine. You know what? I'll trust your judgment on this.
Although summon from deck is a pretty good mechanic.
Yeah, and he gets summoned from graveyard too, right? Or no? Or is it just deck?
I can't remember.
Maybe it's
I think
just
hand or deck, or maybe hand or grave. I can't remember. Anyway, it was one of those.
Yeah, but the bottom line is cheating stuff in is pretty good. So
even though they're 7 mana 6k. Oh no, 6 mana 7k.
That's right. You respect the power mana ratio of Almighty Zagon. Coming in at number 5, we've got a card whose name I had to write down in my notes. Tomoe Electro Battle Dragon. So
really? This is a samurai.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually had to read the effect of this dude when I was putting this video together, and this dude actually has multiple races. Because before I thought it was like when you put it into the battle zone, you look at the top card. If it's a samurai, put it in your hand. But the full effect is you look at the top card of your deck, and if it's a creature that shares the same race as this creature, then you put it in your hand. So, and this dude has 3 races, so that is like not that bad, you know.
The only relevant one is samurai.
Yeah, fair enough. But would you care to hazard a guess on what the other races are? You like them.
Is it Cyber Lord?
That is one.
Oh man, yeah.
And the other one is Tyrannodrakes.
Oh wow!
I'm sorry, I just had to tell you. Because if I waited for you to guess it, we could have been here all day. Even though you impressively got Cyberlord.
That was my next guess.
Okay, I'm sorry. I doubted you.
So basically, he's just samurai.
Yeah. The next entry on this list is a card that I do not recognize, so you're going to have to educate me on this. It is
Oh gosh,
Dulzabard
what is this?
Superior Dragonic Phoenix.
What is happening? Is this a meme pick?
Well, he is a Tyranno Drake, so he may very well be. Now, admittedly, this is a time, one of the many times I wasn't paying much attention to DMP, but so I'm
No, I
not too
don't think I've
familiar.
seen this guy.
But like, if he was really that relevant, we would have played against him often enough for me to remember, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And
What
they,
did this guy do?
you're gonna have to look him up for me and educate me because I'm sharing screen. I'm not sure. So his name
Oh
is
no.
Dulzabard, Dolzabard, Superior Dragonic Phoenix. I guess like
Okay.
the Tyranno Drakes never really had an iconic evolution, right? Well, I mean they had that Double Geyser-esque card, but I don't think
Yeah.
they had really remarkable
Is this
ones.
those are bard or those are bad?
I thought it was Bard, but maybe it's bad.
No, that was a joke. But
Oh, okay. All right. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. That was totally lost on me. Brain not
when
working.
this, when this the battle zone, break one of your opponent's shield. Oh, it's good rebuke.
Maybe that's why people like it.
Yeah, your opponent can't use shield trigger abilities of the shields this creature breaks as well.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I was wrong about this guy. He seems pretty cool
Yeah.
in the TCG.
Well, I mean, he's basically like he basically bypasses 3 shields, so I don't think it's
Yeah, that's
that
true.
bad.
I guess the only thing is he's evolution,
Yeah.
so we can't come out that fast. But Tyranno Drakes are cheap, so
Yeah. So there's some decent
Maybe-
curvature going on there.
you'll destroy the TCG. This Contribute's dream.
So, moving into the medals category. Coming in at number 3, we have got the original king,
Oh no.
Kingdom Georg.
I mean, this kind of makes sense though. He
Yeah.
does have a pretty cool effect. I thought you would like him because he's crazy Valkyrie, but like ramped up to 10.
Yeah. This is the kind of card that I have mixed feelings about because when you're like pre-errata, right? Like you feel so
pre-errata.
powerful when like he hits the field, but
Yeah.
I remember playing this deck, you know, it has terrible feng shui. Like 60% of it is multi-civ.
Multi-civ, yeah.
And like when you're trying to close out games, it just takes so long. Like like even if you're in a super winning position, right? Like it just takes so long. There's so many actions that you have to do.
Don't you remember the games where you break into Heaven's Gate and then they double Agapitos and then they play this and then you just lose?
Yes, I remember that. I remember those all too well. And like that deck, because it ran on the Aquan engine, they couldn't play Fairy Life. Like I remember I tried so hard to squeeze in like Fairy Life and Eureka Charger, and that was just not it.
And then you Aquan all your Fairy Life.
Yeah, like that was not the secret sauce. But like, so you break into Heaven's Gate, you double Agapitos, and then you double Gold Arm, and then
Yeah,
suddenly
yeah.
mana's no longer a problem. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. That was so bad. Oh my god, that was Dreammate's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
But also this guy, I just remember that time when we played this deck. I was on the wheel.
Yes.
And then I don't know what happened, but like I think our opponent like broke into Holy War. I can't remember exactly, but like we had like 2 of these guys out,
Yeah.
and then we won.
Because they untap.
Yeah, they loop.
At number 10, we had Heavy Metal, who was no Geki Mets.
Okay, give it.
At number 2, we have Dragon Ultimate God, aka Geki Mets. The chicken god.
Yeah, no, I think yeah. I think this makes so much sense.
Yeah. And for those who haven't been reminded in a really long time, can you tell us? Can you remind the people about the all in on Geki Mets meme?
I mean, he just wins the game by himself, right? That's like that's
Yeah, that's pretty much
but
it.
wasn't it like we were playing all a quick pick, right? And then we had like 3 of these in one deck. And then I I remember like we would just win by just playing it. You can't deal with it in quick pick.
Yeah. Especially because if you're in a losing position, or if you're or at the very least not in a winning position, if you can Geki Mets once, that means you have 7 mana, right? And if it manages to stick, you can evolve it, and it's so powerful that it can just carry the game on its own.
Yeah, and it has like 1 billion effects. This was like the first iteration of a card that had like a Yu-Gi-Oh ability with like 1 million abilities.
Yeah, that is true. That is very true. All right, Andrew. Would you care to guess what number 1
Oh man,
is?
I think I might know. Is it amazing?
It should be amazing, and I was honestly very surprised to not see him on this list.
What?
Yeah, he was really popular. I'm super surprised.
I thought he would be.
Maybe if we had the statistics for top 20, we definitely would have seen him in this video.
Alright, can I have another guess?
Yes, you may have another guess.
Is it the Albatross?
It is not the Albatross, Andrew. These lists are not made by Kamigame.
No, just checking. Just checking.
And it is also not Don Don Hakumaze. So it is not our friend's
That would have been my number 1.
Alright, so number 1 is Nerogryphus, Mystic Light Emperor. Yeah, so the Knights are apparently super popular. So what are your thoughts on this?
What did they
play
play this guy with? They played him with something else, eh?
They played it with the egg, right? And then you could like cheat him out.
Yeah, the egg had, if you had the 3 drop. Do you remember the 3 mana spell?
Is it called Glory Gate? No.
Yeah.
Oh, it is called. Good memory.
Yeah. But yeah, if you had both of them, then you can cheat this guy from your hand.
Yeah, like you dig for some spells. I guess you dig for the egg, and then you play the egg, and then you cheat this guy out.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. I just didn't like this stick.
All right, so you don't agree with the results of the
you can cranium camp on 3.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. So for this dude, the retrain was good old Rudolph, who came out in set 17.
Is that why we have another format of degeneracy?
We have Nerogryphus to blame.
No.
So yeah, this
guy was even worse.
Yeah. So Andrew, I think you spent more time with the deck, so why don't you tell the story?
Tell the story. I don't know. He's just you would just like win games when you were about to lose.
Yeah. So this dude, what, like when you play him or when he attacks, you play like a random night spell pulled from thin air.
Yeah, pull from your butt.
Yep.
What was it? He like. Oh, yeah, I can't exactly remember what. I think it's when one of your creatures die.
Oh, okay.
And then you get to cast the spell. But then, like, the thing is, like, you would like Heaven's Gate 2 of these.
Ah, yes.
So you would have 2, and then you would have like cards that can revive, like Jennifer, and then you get the Jennifer dies, and then you get these 2 again. That was pretty ridiculous.
Wow, that is super ridiculous.
And, and Zabby Demona.
And was this one of the cards where we crafted 4 and then it got nerfed and then we didn't cash in during the refund period?
Don't remind me. I think they nerfed it so he's once per turn, which makes so much sense.
Yes,
that's so crazy.
Yeah. So that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you guys for joining us on this year 2 throwback. And of course, we have more videos in this series for you soon. And the next time we are going to do a video like this, it's actually going to follow a different format. So it's not going to be a top 10 or top 20 or top 30 list. It's going to be something else. But stay tuned for that. No, Andrew, it is not a top 15 list.